So a very warm welcome, and we can continue our chapter highlights of Lead with AI, Stay Human. We're now on to chapter 8, which was titled Systemic Learning in the AI Era. And in this chapter, I tackle a question I wish many leaders would ask themselves, which is why do so many organizations invest significant sums in learning, yet still have capability lacking in their organization that really leads to business impact? And the answer isn't people's willingness or ability to learn. It's actually more to do with the environment that they're actually working in. Now, for this chapter, I invited Simon Brown, the former Chief Learning Officer from Novartis, and now currently the CLO at one of the big 4 consultancies. And he said something which I thought was very interesting. He said, learning problems are usually system problems. When the environment supports reflection, continual feedback, learning within the flow of work, and gives space for problem solving, capability can then compound naturally. So basically, fix the system of learning and capability will then follow. And what Simon talks about is critical, especially when AI's capacity, competition, and complexity are all accelerating at incredible pace, because the system must enable learning to happen at that same speed. I also asked a leading voice to contribute to this chapter, Charles Jennings. So here's Charles now.
I'm Charles Jennings, Director of 𝙤𝙤𝙬𝙤 Consultants and co-founder of the 70-20-10 Institute. Real learning comes from doing, from solving real problems, from reflecting with others, and from applying insights immediately as part of working. This chapter highlights an essential truth, that in a world reshaped by AI, capability only grows at scale when learning is built into the work itself. Organisations build capability which compounds through systemic and continuous learning.
So in summary, this chapter is all about creating the environment where learning becomes an organisational discipline, not just simply a training activity. So I hope you enjoyed this chapter and look forward to seeing you next week for chapter 9 summary.